This is something that has boggled my mind for years because I've worked in news for a number of years before my career here, which is every year NORAD tracks Santa. And this happens on the newscast every single year. How could this possibly get started? Whose idea was this? Well, actually, it started with a mistake. It all goes back to 1955. Yes, around the time Marty McFly went back because it's near the end of the year, if you remember that. And it went back to a Sears ad. Let's take a look at what it looked like. So there's this Sears ad that appeared in the newspaper that says, "Hey kids, call me direct on my phone number. Just dial this number." But actually that number didn't go to Sears sanctioned Santa Claus. It actually went to a secret military line for Colonel Harry Shoup. He had a secret hotline in the Continental Air Defense Command, which is now known as NORAD. And this was not a number that was widely released. This is something that only top-level military advisors could access. So one day, Colonel Harry Shoup received a call from a kid looking for Santa. And he, doesn't want to destroy this child's dreams and hopes in Santa Claus and just kind of went along with it, a little ho-ho-hoing and, "Oh, let me speak to your mother, kid." Oh, I'm so glad it wasn't me. So the mother gets on and says, "Yeah, you didn't see the ad? It was in the paper. This is the phone number for Santa." And he said, "Oh, yeah. So this is Santa. I'm Santa. This is Santa, and I'm this is basically some quick thinking from Colonel Shoup saying, "Yeah, we're Santa. We track where Santa is going, and yeah, this is what we're doing." And that's basically where the tradition came from. Now they kind of do it in a kind of a joking, tongue-in-cheek. It's for the kids and what have you. It's not actually an official duty of NORAD.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just kind of weird to me that after that ad was printed, no one at Sears thought, maybe we should test this number to see if it actually works. That would have been the smart thing
Sears.
to do.
And this was back in the day when Sears was a big deal.
Right.
They were the place where everybody went to shop. They made so many different items.
Right.
People could spend whole days at Sears. It wasn't what it is today, which is kind of, the sad end of a mall.
Yeah, it is.
But it was a big deal.
That's shocking. And then I'm shocked that, how did they find out that they actually called NORAD? It's not like, does this guy pick up the phone and he's like, "Colonel from NORAD speaking, how can I help you?"
Yeah, we're helping. We're tracking Santa. Yeah, this is good.
But I mean, just even if it was, it was this colonel or whatever, if that was me in that super top secret situation, I would have played it off. But it's as Santa, but how did they find out they were actually calling NORAD is what I'm wondering. And how did this actually come into fruition?
Well, I think originally he answered the phone not as Santa. That's according to Colonel Shoup's daughter, Terry, who was talking about this recently.
Sure.
He said he was a straight-laced and disciplined man, got annoyed by this, thought it was a prank, but then he said the little voice started crying. And he realized it wasn't a joke, and he had to play along. And it's nice that he did, but it also created this tradition that we're doing decades later.
I just wonder why, this top secret facility, like NORAD, said, "Oh yes, this is the correct phone number that you accidentally misprinted. That is our number, and that was me, a colonel, in this top secret facility that answered and caused this to happen, and it caused a tradition, decades later." That's the part that's confusing to me is it was just that easily accessible.
I actually have a couple other, it's a little weird. I think things have changed today. We're beyond 1950s technology and communication at this point, which it might be a little bit more comforting to you, at least. But there have been times where typos have changed history. I have a couple examples.
Okay.
One was in 1997 with Larry Page and Sean Anderson. They're sitting around the table at Stanford University. They are wanting to brainstorm names for their search engine that they were coming up, and they suggested Googleplex, GOOGOL. PLEX, and they thought, "Oh, we'll shorten it to Google." But then there was a typo, and now we call it Google, Google. Huh?
That was a typo, huh?
That was a typo. We also
Interesting.
have, in 1870, a German chemist accidentally printed a decimal point on spinach's iron content, one spot too far to the right. So instead of having 3.5 grams of iron, it said 35 grams, and everybody went crazy over spinach. It's a decent amount of iron, but we're still like, we're nuts over. We still think of iron till this day as being, you know, oh, that's in spinach. We're just going to eat a lot of spinach, a lot of iron. So there's this is not unprecedented. This has happened before.
Right.
But that's why a top military government tracking group tracks Santa every year. And we're still doing it to this day. Hey, you know what? Joy and wonderment. That's what we do here in the government.
What the government does.
Audience, what do you think of this story? Does it warm your heart, or does it make you feel a little bit scared and suspicious like our friend Jess here? Let us know below in the comments, and please like and subscribe for more.